Argy mateys, welcome to Sea of Thieves. This is part. Wow, Jesus, that is way too much effort to do. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Perspective Gaming. I'm your host, Flame078, logging in from the real world to give you perspective. This time, here I'm gonna tell you if it's worth the time. Today's prospect, Sea of Thieves. In this video series, where I play the game, I analyze the game, and then I tell you if the game is worth the pickup. And I base this on two things: the content available on release, and the duration and longevity I think the game can get. And at the end of that, I will tell you if you pick up the game, you should pick up the game but no rush, or there are conditions, or you can pass up on the game. But let's stop wasting time and let's get right into it. Okay, so yes, I know I'm a bit delayed here, but I was away on vacation when Sea of Thieves came out, and I was like super busy at work, so I really didn't get to jump into the game until recently, so here it is, and this is why this review is coming out at this time. What expedited this was the fact that I got Game Pass, so with that I was actually allowed to get the game a lot faster than I anticipated, because I was waiting, to get a little bit more money. And, I completely see where everyone is coming from. Well, now anyways. Up until this point, I avoided all reviews, all Twitter comments, all social media about this game because I really wanted to experience Sea of Thieves on my own and get my first-hand experience. Even before the game was released, I had a set of people who were excited to play the game with me, and I wanted to play with them and actually get experience. So this is one of those things that's going to be pretty hard to swallow, coming from all the hype that I did have for this game and the anticipation waiting for this game. So yeah, but what do you get out of this game out of the box? So in this game you will have three types of missions: treasure hunting missions, skeleton fighting missions, and animal and resource hunting missions, which no matter what you do, they kind of play out the same way every single time. Aside from that, there are these sculpt forts that you can do, which are pretty much mini raids. So you have to just attack a base of skeletons, and if you beat the raid, or beat all the skeletons there, then you get all their crazy loot. But you have to make sure you survive the skeletons and other players, because other players get to go there and plot doing the same thing, or trying to kill you to get the loot first. And succeeding will give you an awesome payout. I haven't gotten a chance to personally experience it, but we always drive by and it seems like a lot of fun. And if you're lucky, or unlucky, depends on how you can view it, you will get attacked by the Kraken, which is underwhelming at best from what I've heard, because I also haven't experienced the Kraken. But from what I know is you beat the Kraken and that's it. You don't do anything else, which is kind of dumb. You would think at least in a pirate game beating the Kraken will like get you this reward or money. Anything? I don't know. That seems like kind of a fail. PvP is really fun. Either trying to make friends or killing other players for their loot is very entertaining. Well, that is if you run into anyone. I'm not entirely too sure how many people are in the server. I think it's about 24 to 26. I'm not entirely too sure. But either way, the chances of you running into someone is low. The map is huge and the open world is massive, so unless they're doing the same kind of missions to you, you'll have low chance of running into humans, which kind of sucks. The only chance of really running into people, or consistently, is by going to the skull forts. And really the only downside of PvP is that there's no real consequence. Like, if you're good at being offensive and killing off attackers all the time, well, after the first couple of times you kill the same people, they're not going to have any loot, so they'll just keep coming back at you and try to kill you, and either you'll run out of resources or they'll keep dying. There's no real consequence in sinking other people's ship or like a penalty for doing something like that. Which I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it so encourage you to play how you want and encourage that kind of PvP, but that is okay if the risk of always getting attacked by players is imminent. And like I mentioned before, the fact that the map is so big and the chances of you running into people are only high when you do the skull forts, that's not an issue, and that's not a real concern while you're sailing around the seas. So in that aspect, it kind of falls flat on its face. And aside from that, well, that's it. That's all you can do. And I only had about a solid 2 to 3 sessions in this game, about over 2 hours in each. That's not good. Look, I mean, I just downloaded the game last Friday, and I got pretty much through everything you can do by yesterday. And I wasn't playing every day. Like I said, I got 2 or 3 solid, long sessions in the game. This game is $60? I can see why people were pissed or angry or even upset about the turnout of this game. At the moment, I think my friends and I were like, this is basically a VR chat room. And that's not far off, but it's also hilarious. And I think this happens, and I think the reason we say that is because there's a lot of time you spend traversing the world and just waiting to get to the next island, so you just talk a lot of shit while you're waiting. And I really can't completely bash the game. The point of Worth the Time is to give you the casual gaming enthusiast perspective. I am not going to do in-depth reviews about the mechanics or what the content should be, stuff like that. I just wanted to tell you that, based on you being a casual gamer, based on the money that you have, is this game worth picking up right now? Well, let's actually get to the concrete part of this opinion. I personally think this game is fun and beautiful. I mean, the detail and the art is something rare, has to be commended on. This game looks gorgeous. This game looks amazing both on Xbox and on PC, which I took advantage of with the Play Anywhere initiative, which is a great initiative, by the way, which I'll have to make a video about later on, explaining my actual experience with this. The core gameplay itself is really solid for what they wanted. The fighting is simple, and I think they achieved what they wanted in there. And I think they executed that really good, and perfectly, I might say. The real only issue is the variation of things to do, and the rewards you get for sinking the time to do these activities. At the moment, the only real progression is doing the missions for each faction, and the rewards are really only cosmetic, which at the end of the day, I'm not mad about, but if you're just gonna have cosmetic rewards, you should have a shit ton of cosmetic rewards. I think what Sea of Thieves offers at the moment is not enough for the grind that is required to get those rewards. And I gotta be honest with you, for me, the strongest point of this game isn't the game. It's the fact that I have a solid crew that I can just hit up and play and set up sessions with. I'm not the type of person or the type of gamer that really likes to join randos for these kinds of games. And by these kinds of games, I mean like role-playing games, action-adventure kind of games. Like, this is what I would say the Sea of Thieves is. I'm totally for playing with randos, say for like an FPS shooter or like a battle royale. But these kinds of games, I tend to want to trust the people I play with. But that's just me. And like I said, that's the strongest point of this game. My crew, the people that I play with, are the reason I'm coming back to this game on every other day or once a week. It's to play with them. I can't wait to come back to just achievement hunt, either do the tedious grinding or just talk shit on our boat. A crew with a positive mindset who actually enjoys the game and knows what this game is or what it will become will make you enjoy the game more. At least that's what it's doing for me. But it does not outweigh the fact that this game is flawed at release. It's one of those things that is one of my pet peeves in this generation about gaming. Games need to come out full or close to full at release. They're basically pulled another bullshit like Destiny where, oh look, all these things you will get later. What kind of bullshit is that? I want my game and I want my full game now. That being said, I don't think this game is worth $60. I think a good price for this game at the moment should be around $30 if you're just buying it solo. Game Pass is where I think this game gets saved. I mean, that's what I did. I signed up for the Game Pass 14-day free trial, so I've been playing essentially for free. And I might keep Game Pass for a bit just because I want to try out the system and see if it's going to be something I want to keep for myself. But even then, even if you just do that and then cancel it, you'll get your money's worth with Sea of Thieves. So that being said, Sea of Thieves, is it worth the time? In my humble opinion, I would say yes, but please pay attention closely to what I'm going to say. Yes, if you do it through Game Pass, whether you keep the subscription or not, you have a solid crew that you can trust, or you do not mind playing with randoms, and you enjoy the grind of just doing the same thing over and over again and don't mind doing that over and over again. These are the reasons I enjoy the game, and this is how I would recommend it. And I'm hopeful that this game will get better, and I'm hoping I will get my money's worth. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this installment of Worth the Time. I hope this gave you the information you needed to make your decision. But if you like people who get into the nitty-gritty, into the big depth conversations about games and do big full-out reviews, I will leave links down below to videos that I watched to help me get my perspective. But now, I turn it over to you. What do you think about Sea of Thieves? How did you buy the game? Did you do the Game Pass, or did you pay $60 for it? Are you going to remain loyal and see if there's course correction for this ship? Please let me know in the comment section down below, and let's get perspective. If you like this video and review, please hit that like button and share it with your friends. I would greatly appreciate that. Also, check out my other videos, and if you like the content here, then hit that subscribe button. I'll be happy to have you join my crew on this YouTube adventure. You will get weekly content Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern, though the best way to keep up to date with my video release schedule, my thoughts, or even reach out for video recommendation is to follow me on Twitter. Link for that down below. This is Perspective Gaming. I'm your host, Flame078, logging off for now, and until next time, adios.